MEK Galaxy are a soccer team based in Killarney, County Kerry. After promotion from Premier B last season, they now join the elite of Kerry Soccer in the Denny Kerry District League's Premier A for the very first time, while also merging their senior squad with a local underage structure. The toughest test in the club's history awaits them as they mix it up with some of the most established clubs in the league's history.
Shut up! Hey, get in there! All together. Come here. Yeah.
So yeah, this is the madness. It's
this now be nice.
And we had the whole place spotless, and you did peas.
You know what?
So yeah, this is our little pet, isn't it? He's the best guard dog.
Otis.
Go on, get Moti. The goat actually thinks it's the dog, so doesn't she give the hoof? Peekaboo,
oh, yeah.
like
when she feels
like it, yeah.
She's little.
Go easy.
Binky, calm down, pet. She's not very friendly. Right, pigs. My horse has gone out the door.
The camps you do during the summer, like the kids, they love the horses and the dogs. Like they're just running around the place. He's just so weird. He doesn't.
Spud, come on now, don't be.
Will we head over? Well, when I started with them, it was MEK Galaxy. I joined in 2015. Was kind of off soccer for a while. You know, I broke my shin in 2011, and I kind of stayed away from it. I was actually told you shouldn't go back playing because your leg is full of metal. Before the start of the season, he texted me and he was like, "Look, I want you to be captain. How do you feel about it?" And of course I said, but since playing with, you know, Dara there, he's actually showing you how to play. You know, you're doing it properly. You know, you feel like, oh, I kind of understand the game a bit more. And I suppose that's why I've been with them so long now as well. That to this day, 5 years later, I'm still learning how to play. Like every game, we're learning from it. You know, obviously we're playing the best teams in Kerry, so it's a challenge. But at the end of the day, you're getting 15, 16, if not more, training every week. I suppose like we brought in Mike there on Tuesdays, and like it shows. You know, it shows. You know, okay, this is how you do it. And still, like, we're still learning, as I said before. But you know, young player there, like Harry, he started with us this year, and so young, like coming in to play Premier A, unbelievable.
Captain Tig Fleming has made a name for himself as an online personality with over 1 million followers.
Play Feeling Good by Martin's Booblins.
Feeling Good by Michael Bublé on Amazon Music.
How did you get that from what I said?
Like, I've been doing videos for years, like, and people know it, and it's actually funny in games, like, you get this trash talk and then be like, oh, why don't you go off there and make videos and all that. I love it, you know, it's a bit of crack. People I've been playing with all through up the years, you know, they know, oh, he's a bit of a messer, like, but when it comes down to, like, people who know me, like, all right, you know, serious enough, like, you know, I wouldn't be kind of a class clown around on the pitch and messing about like that. When it comes down to playing football, like, I'd be serious enough, you know. Every year since I've started, we've been getting stronger. We've been getting more players on board, and that's just one team. That's the senior team. Like last year now as well, they started a B team, so we had 2 senior teams. The lads are doing very well. Like all of us as a group, regardless A and B, you know, we're playing together. But like we're all in this big line, and you're right. Yeah, he hates the story. I thought you'd have the place. This is how I thought the place to be spotless. The good china out.
You take us.
There's nothing but.
This is home.
Home is where the heart
Home is where the heart is.
Here up.
Tell him about the real Tig, is it?
Not me, like, it's about the team.
Did I wear their shorts one time?
He did actually, yeah. It was that's the shorts that was in the video of the bat.
Yeah.
Yeah, they got great traction actually. Yeah. He went all over the world. He's wearing my cedar shorts, and he was standing up trying to catch the bread. And actually, when we went on, was it Jimmy Kimmel? You wore them as well, and you did a dance.
I did.
My little boy won't ever be 7.
Put them away. I know she'd have something.
I'm so proud of that trophy.
Of course, yeah, she's after
He's
dusting.
7, the creator.
Yeah.
Sake, like. She'll come out with a load of medals next for herself. I won these in Irish dancing. This is my mother's scrapbook. Oh my god.
Is that it? That's part. Tark celebrates great soccer boy success story. Look.
Not me at all. Someone else.
Was you?
Eight months later, they meet again, this time in the Premier A, with Classic in second place and MEK Galaxy in seventh.
Classic actually started off the season unbelievably well.
The weather was horrific altogether. Wind, rain, everything. I think it was gale force 10 again.
We needed a game where things started to go a bit right for us. Lucky enough, Shane was still able to continue playing for us. He got a nasty injury in the first half as well.
It was one of those days where everything actually fell nicely for us. It was the hard work eventually paying off.
Fucking brilliant. We're on the board. 3 points. 3 points today puts us out of the relegation zone. Three Dynamos beaten heavily. So many positives there today. 4 goals. Conceded 1. Fair enough. Little bit disappointing to concede that. Our press was working. We created a lot of chances. We did an awful lot well today. Big setback there, losing Gary. I suppose we rode our luck in the first half a little bit. They hit the post, they hit the bar, but we've had enough of that shit go against us so far this season, so it's actually nice for it to be in our favour. It's a team effort, lads. Like that game wasn't won today. That's fucking months in the making, and you can see their Premier Day came up with us. I think that we actually showed that we're probably on par, if not ahead of them today. Like really go travel away, wind fucked up the game a little bit, but still we got our chances. We got in. Fucking lads, it's a good feeling. That's going to make the feeling of training an awful lot better now, and to score so many goals, to play so well, for so many things to work out so well, it's really good. That's years. That 3 points, that win is years. Enjoy that feeling, lads. We haven't had it for a while, so fucking enjoy it. You've earned it. That's fucking brilliant. Well done.
We'll put them under pressure.
After the win against Classic FC, it's back to work for Joe Donovan in the Core Leisure Centre, where he's been left in charge for the evening.
So this is the kind of balance tank for the chlorine levels. So there's about half a tank there. And for every quarter of a tank, it's 2 scoops of that chlorine there. Not too bad. Late shift Monday, late shift Wednesday, mid shift Friday, and all day Saturday 10 to 6. So it doesn't clash with any trainings or matches, so it's all good that way. Normally manage hours. Yeah, I don't do much. As you can see, I wasn't doing a whole pile there now. I'm the Milan Juventus game, man. They trained me in, I suppose, about 2 years ago, and whenever they were kind of stuck for someone to mind the house, get on to me or someone else. We had a manual handling course now today, so the man just had to do that this morning, so we needed someone for the evening.
And does it help working in a place like this in regards to your fitness? And
regards to fitness, I suppose it does. We get free membership, all staff, so I mean, it'd be a pity not to use it. Good, yeah. I must say it was easier to come to work Monday anyway. Yeah, it was very good, to be honest, to get the first win. February the 9th, first win. Only about 5 or 6 months into the season. And I know we kind of rode our luck at times, but we kind of deserved it. When we were 2-0 up, it was still kind of touch and go, but when we got that third goal, it was like relief. We haven't felt that now this season really, because I think we were up 2 goals against Fenit, and obviously they scored last kick of the game to level it, so once we got that third goal, I knew we were home and hosed. You want your arms on
Defender Aidan Galvin takes a break from the gym.
Good, yeah. Good to get the first win under the belt. We've done a handy fixture now this weekend coming up, Celtic. So no pressure. But yeah, it's nice to get the first win under the belt. We have a couple of fixtures that are definitely winnable for us as well before the end of the season. So hopefully we'll give it a good lash and hopefully stay up in Premier League. I take it pretty seriously, alright. I've been going to the gym for about 5 or 6 years now, as you can tell. No.
He's away next week?
Going to Australia.
Yeah, I was there when Steve was saying it.
MEK play Killarney Celtic this weekend, who are going for 3 league titles in a row and have established themselves as one of the best teams in the country.
Gary would have been out if our game's at 4.
Go away.
Valentine's Day with the missus, Gary Keane.
Fuck it. No, the second game was definitely a lot easier. Well, when I say easier, we didn't get hammered.
More manageable.
Yeah, more manageable, I suppose. Yeah.
It's we've nothing to lose really. Maybe just a bit of pride, but like if you work hard, like you should be fine.
I'd say it was midway through the first half. As I say, it was very windy, and the ball was just kind of stuck down the corner. We failed to clear it. There was a lad beside me, and I was just making sure that he was kind of I was shielding him away, but he wasn't even touching me. And whatever way the ball bounced, the wind took it, and I twisted. And as I twisted, I could feel a snap in my knee, and my knee just crumbled to the floor, and I hit the floor, and immense pain immediately. So I knew there was something wrong. Tried to stand up in it eventually, but just my knee not only like was so sore, but I could feel it wasn't stable. So I knew there was something serious, even though I'd never had a bad knee injury before. They sent me off for a scan. Same thing, went off for the scan, and you have to wait for a week then before the doctors can read it out. So eventually went to the doctors, and the whole time I'm thinking it's not ACL. I know it sounds like it, but it's not ACL. I went in, and the doctors were like, yeah, you've full on ruptured and torn your ACL. So that was me, goosed. At this stage, I had a leg brace on for about 3 weeks. I'm on crutches, and I had to schedule a surgery up in Dublin. Went to the Santry clinic. So I'm hobbling around, not being able to do anything for a while. Eventually got my surgery up in Dublin by Ray Moran. And again, you're on crutches for another few weeks after that, the whole time off work. And It was actually I got my surgery done on the Wednesday, and I think on the Friday, we went into lockdown, so I was exceptionally lucky just to even get it done, because if it was a week later, I wouldn't have gone ahead. Oh, you didn't really...
Good evening. Láile Pádraig Hunadíomh. This is a St. Patrick's Day like no other, a day that none of us will ever forget. Today's children will tell their own children and grandchildren about the national holiday in 2020 that had no parties, no parades, but instead saw everyone staying at
After a 4-month break and COVID restrictions being eased, MEK are back at training.
Called in. He's probably starting to get a bit sticky all of a sudden. Gone very, very up, like. 25 years.
Yeah, so I'm back jumping around and walking in a small bit, but I'm just waiting for the thumbs up from my physio to do a bit of jogging. So we're getting there slowly but surely. It's a slow process, but
Lads on to me the last few weeks since lockdown has ended. Can we come back? Can we come back? Can we come back? So it's been brilliant. I know the lads met for a kick around here and there, like at one of the lads' house and that kind of stuff, but not the same. This is what everyone's looking forward to.
Back in action, boy. Hard things.
The turnout is good as players look to get back to normal, with a few subtle changes, of course.
Thanks, boys. How are you? Welcome back. Great to see you back. Great to see you in Lacaban as well, using the old facilities here. So look, you're very welcome back. The club have put a fair bit of work into getting organised for this. We've done our risk assessments and we've got those vetted by the FAI, and we're cleared to go and start training. So it's great to see you back. There's a few little bits I just want to run through quite quickly. The whole idea of this, boys, is to keep yourselves and your families safe, okay? So just a couple of bits. If you're not feeling well, if you have been in contact with anyone with COVID, if you've been overseas, if you have the flu, if you have a temperature, stay at home, okay? Don't come to training. And that will solve any possible infection that might be, okay?
Of course, Jesus, yeah. A bit nervous, like, I haven't done it for so long, but so long as probably not played football for a long.
While he recovers, Gary steps into a coaching role in this vital 3-week period, which will see 5 games decide MEK Galaxy's fate. The team are concentrating on 3 home games in which they must take at least 4 points to have any chance of staying up. After MEK's win against Classic came a heavy defeat from soon-to-be champions Killarney Celtic. This was followed by an exit of the Greyhound Bar Cup by none other than Fenit Samphires. After the 4-month break, MEK could not find the form they needed and lost each of their last 5 league games. MEK Galaxy finish 8th in the Denny Kerry District League Premier A and go back down to Premier B along with Fenit Samphires. Killarney Celtic make it 3 league titles in a row.
Just rebuild now, I think, reassess, rebuild. Some guys have just really stuck it out and you got to credit them. Other guys probably just maybe might have had other ideas, maybe had ideas of themselves, don't know. We set out at the start of the season that there was a chance that we could lose every game. We didn't. There was a few we didn't, so it's just other goals, performances, and what's been very disappointing is, I suppose, that we don't have enough to show for how much we improved. Premier is a tough division, really.
It was probably a year too soon for us, but in saying that, we've taken so much out of it, experience-wise. I think our training has stepped up to another level because of it as well, because of the standard of football that we're playing at.
Look, we always knew going up to Premier A it was going to be tough to stay in Premier A.
Had never played in the top division before, so you learn a lot. You're playing against the best teams and the best players in the county.
We stuck to our guns, we kept our style of football all the way through.
We've brought through some great young players and they're going to be the future of MEK Galaxy no matter what.
Full club really, from youth setup all the way up to seniors, 2 senior teams. You've the women's recreational programme going on. And there's so many people involved, and you kind of realise this is a big thing now, and not just us.
Training was brilliant all the way throughout the year. While games were tough, it's only 2 or 3 days to Tuesday after the weekend's game, whether it is a Saturday night or a Sunday game.
And hopefully we're only beginning to be a bigger club in Kerry.
When things are getting tough, who sticks around? The guys that are there for you week in, week out as well, and how they react when things go bad, and again, just developing leaders. And I think it will harden an awful lot of the players who stuck with it and stuck at it, and I couldn't credit them enough.
It's not just a soccer team. It's more than that. We've a group of lads there. It's like a social club at this stage. If anything, we've got great friendships and great relationships built up because of the club, and we've friends that we'll have for the rest of our lives because of it.
The social aspect and having the crack with the lads, and even when you can, having a few points here and there, is brilliant. To see lads, like Owen Kennedy singing boy band songs with his shirt off on a bus on the way home. That's all part of it, and it's brilliant. It's great, and that's why when I did eventually get injured, I just had to be back. I had to be amongst it because you'd miss that too much.
But fingers crossed now, next year will be a big year for MEK Galaxy.
Aim high anyway, we'll think big. Is that it, Kev? Yeah. How are we for time? 10 past.